Hello, everyone. Today's topic is about everything I wish I knew before law school. So, eto nga, if I could go back and talk to my first year self, these are the things I would say. Note ha, take note. This is not meant to scare you. Kasi, before law school, akala ko intelligence lang ang labanan. Akala ko kapag masipag ka at matalino ka, enough na yun. Pero, pagdating ko sa law school, dun ko na-realize na hindi lang pala talino ang kailangan. Kailangan mo rin ng endurance, discipline, humility, a lot of sacrifices, and of course, self-awareness. So, law school has a way of showing you who you are under pressure. Yun talaga. And sometimes, that part is just as important as the lesson in the class. So, number one, I wished I knew na kailangan palang maging handa from day one, okay? From the first day of class talaga. Kasi law school does not always give you time to adjust. Pwede kang matawag ka agad. Pwede kang tanungin kahit pakiramdam mo. First day mo pa nga lang at nangangapa ka pa. That is why cramming is never a real plan in law school. Hindi ito yung type ng journey na pwede mong isipin na siseryosohin mo lang later. Kasi yung later, dumarating ka agad. The students who survive are not always the most brilliant. And most of the time pa nga talaga, sila yung mga taong or students na natutong gawing habit ng preparation. So, araw-araw mo siyang binubuo. Hindi siya biglang effort lang kapag malapit ng exam mo o may recitation o kapag ramdam mong delikado ka na. Hindi siya ganun. Okay? So, let's proceed with number 2. You will never feel fully prepared. Ito ang isa sa pinakamahirap tanggapin sa law school. Magbabasa ka, magha-highlight ka, magno-notes ka, gagawin mo ang best mo. Pero, may mga araw pa rin na pagpasok mo sa classroom, parang kulang pa rin. Parang ang dami mo nang ginawa, pero pakiramdam mo hindi pa rin sapat. And that feeling may never completely disappear. Ang natutunan mo lang, over time, is how to move forward kahit ganoon ang pakiramdam mo. You learn how to show up nervous. You learn how to answer kahit hindi buo ang confidence mo. You learn how to continue kahit may kaba ka pa rin. Hindi mo kailangang hintayin na fully ready ka bago ka humarap. Minsan, you just have to show up and trust that your preparation will carry you. Okay? Third, prepare emotionally, not just academically. Maraming pumapasok sa law school na akala ang kalaban lang ay reading load. Part lang yun ng laban. You also have to prepare yourself to be corrected, to be challenged, to be humiliated, to be humbled. At minsan, mapapahiya ka nga talaga eh. Totoo yun. Halos walang makakaiwas dun. Walang exception. May moments na habang sumasagot ka, nararamdaman mong unti-unting bumibigay ang answer mo. May moments na alam mong nagbasa ka naman pero biglang mag-blank ang utak mo. At may moments na mapapaupo ka na lang pagkatapos at iisipin mo kung para sa'yo ba talaga ang law school. Pero that does not automatically mean you do not belong in law school. Most of the time, it means you are being stretched. It means may part sa'yo na hino-hone pa. It means nasa process ka pa ng paghubog. And that process is rarely comfortable. So, fourth, recitation is not everything. Okay ha, kapag student ka, ang dali isipin na one bad reset says something final about you. Pero hindi naman ganun. A bad day is just a bad day. A bad reset is just a bad reset. Hindi yun ang buong sukatan ng pagkatao mo. At lalong hindi yun ang final measure ng magiging future mo. Yes, recitation matters, pero more than anything, it teaches you how to think on your feet, how to organize your thoughts, and how to stay composed under pressure. So wag mong gawing buong identity mo ang recitation. You are not there just to impress your professor. You are not there just to compare yourself with the best answer in class. Hindi ka nandun para magpasikat, okay? Nandun ka because your bigger goal is to become a lawyer. And eventually, to pass the bar. So kapag naaalala mo yun, mas lumiliit ang power ng isang bad reset to destroy your confidence. Fifth, understanding matters more than memorizing. Good memory is an advantage, okay? Walang doubt naman doon. Pero, hindi naman pare-pareho ang memory ng lahat. At hindi ibig sabihin na kapag hindi ka mabilis mag-memorize, hindi ka na pwedeng mag-succeed sa law school. Some students remember quickly. Some students learn better when they understand the logic first. Some need to write the things down. Some need to say things out loud. That is why understanding matters so much. Pag naintindihan mo talaga ang concept, hindi ka lang basta nagre-repeat ng words, na ipapaliwanag mo siya, na i-apply mo siya, kaya mong sagutin kahit iba ang pagkakatanong dito. Okay? Memory can help you start. Understanding helps you survive. At sa law school, survival matters. Sixth, comparison will drain you. Laging may mas magaling sumagot, laging may mas confident pakinggan, at laging may mas prepared tingnan. Kapag lagi mo silang tinitingnan, mapapagod ka in a different way. Hindi lang physical pagod, mental at emotional pagod talaga. Comparison steals energy that should have gone to your own growth. Okay lang ma-inspire, okay lang humanga at saka matuto sa kanila. Pero once ginawa mo na silang sukatan ng worth ng progress mo, doon ka magsisimulang maubos. The better question is this: are you learning? Are you improving? Are you still moving forward? Because that matters. Stay in your lane, but stay committed. Okay, that is enough. Number 7, you will question yourself, and that is normal. May mga araw talagang mapapatanong ka, para ba talaga sa akin to? Para ba talaga ako dito? May days na pagod ka, may days na nahihiya ka, may days na feeling mo na pag-iiwanan ka na, may days na pakiramdam mo ang hina-hina mo, and sometimes law school is not the only thing happening. May personal problems ka pa rin, may family concerns, may financial pressure, may emotional stress, may life outside the classroom na hindi naman humihinto dahil law student ka. So yes, there will be moments when quitting feels like peace. Pero, hindi lahat ng self-doubt sign na dapat ka nang tumigil. Sometimes, self-doubt is just part of doing something hard. So kapag dumating ka sa point na yon, remind yourself, this feeling is part of the journey. It is painful, yes, but it is not always a signal to quit. Sometimes, it is just a season you have to go through. So 8, find your own way of studying. This one became very real to me because I saw it closely in my own life. My husband and I were together even then, and we have the same goal. We wanted to become lawyers. We wanted to make our parents proud. Pero kahit pareho ang goal namin, magkaiba kami ng way of studying. Minsan pinipilit ko siyang mag-aral the way I study. Minsan gusto ko pareho kami ng sistema. Minsan talagang gusto ko mag-library, structured, ganito, ganyan. Pero later on, mararamdaman din niya na parang hindi niya nagamit ng maayos ang oras niya. That environment was not natural for him. So, that taught me something important. Even if two people want the same dream, they may still need different methods to get there. That is why being smart in law school is personal. Hindi lang ito about intelligence. Pabalik-balik. But it is also about knowing how you learn best. You have to be honest with yourself. Ano ba talaga ang effective sa'yo? Ano ang hindi? Ano ang environment ang nakakatulong sa'yo? Anong study style ang mas nakakabuo sa'yo? Kasi kapag alam mo naman ang mga sagot doon, mas magiging efficient ka. Mas hindi sayang ang effort mo. Okay? So, 9, your life will be affected. Law school is not something you insert into your life without changing anything else. Babaguhin niya ang schedule mo. Babaguhin niya ang energy mo. Babaguhin niya ang mga priorities mo at minsan pati relationships mo maaapektuhan rin. May events na hindi mo mapupuntahan, messages na hindi mo agad marireplyan, at may mga tao na hindi maiintindihan kung bakit parang lagi kang busy. And yes, masakit din yon, ha? Kasi kahit pinili mo ang path na ito, sacrifice still feels like sacrifice. That is why it helps to accept early na law school is not only an academic, it is not only an academic commitment, it is a life adjustment. Kapag mas maaga mo siyang tinanggap, mas less ka mabibigla sa mga pagbabago kasama ng journey. So 10th, Support system matters. Hindi mo kailangan ng maraming tao. Sometimes, even one person can make a big difference. One person who understands why you are tired, a person who does not take it personally kapag busy ka, and who reminds you of your goal kapag ikaw mismo pagod na pagod na. I was lucky because I had that. We were both pursuing the same dream nga. Sabi ko, even if our methods were different, hindi man laging pareho ang paraan namin, my understanding. At that kind of support matters more than people realize. Kasi ang law school, ang dami na niyang hinihingi sa'yo. Ang laking bagay kapag may kahit isang tao na naiintindihan kung ano ang kapalit ng journey na ito. Okay, so we're down to the last two. Number 11, rest is not laziness. Ito yung madalas natututunan ng students too late. There is a kind of guilt that follows those students. Kapag nagpapahinga ka, feeling mo dapat nagbabasa ka. Kapag natutulog ka, feeling mo may nauungusan ka. Kapag humihinto ka kahit saglit lang, feeling mo na pag-iiwanan ka. Pero burnout is real. You cannot keep demanding from your mind when your body and emotions are already breaking down. Rest is not a luxury. Rest is part of staying functional. Hindi ka tamad dahil kailangan mong matulog ka. Hindi ka weak dahil kailangan mong huminga. At hindi ka less serious dahil kailangan mong magpahinga nga. You are human, and humans need rest. So kapag hindi mo binigyan ang sarili mo ng tamang pahinga, may point na ang katawan at isip mo ang pipilit sa iyo na magpahinga. So rest is equally important as study na. You just need to balance everything. So last but not the least, time management is no longer optional. So, yun na nga. Before law school, poor planning might only mean inconvenience. Sa law school, may mas mabigat na consequence yan. Hindi pwedeng lahat last minute. Hindi pwedeng puro reaction ka lang sa deadlines. There is simply too much to do. Ang dami lang talagang dapat gawin. That is why you have to learn how to manage your time intentionally. Hindi naman kailangan perfect. Hindi rin kailangan sobrang strict at saka rigid. It has to be honest and it has to be kahit pa paano is effective sa'yo. Kailangan mo kung kailangan alam mo kung kailan ka pinaka-productive. Kailangan alam mo kung kailan mo dapat itulak ang sarili mo at kung kailan kailangan mo nang magpahinga nga. Sabi ko nga kanina, in law school, time will never feel enough. Parang kulang palagi. So, the real skill is learning how to use what you have well. So, yun. When I look back now, ito talaga ang mga bagay na sana mas naintindihan ko ng mas maaga. Be prepared from the start. Do not wait for the feeling of being fully ready. Learn how to handle correction without letting it destroy you. Do not build your identity around one recitation. Focus on understanding, not just memorizing. Protect yourself from unhealthy comparison. Find your own way of studying. Accept that your life will adjust. Treasure the people who truly supports you. Rest when you need to. And learn how to manage your time honestly. Law school is hard. Totoo din naman talaga. Pero it becomes lighter when you understand that struggling does not automatically mean you are failing. Sometimes it simply means you are growing. Okay? So that's it. Thanks for listening. Bye!